This is the homework for 218, 219, 220, and 221. For problem 218, you need to calculate the slope of the line shown on the graph. So, in order to find the slope or rate of change, you need to understand that it's the rise over the run. So, another way of saying it is delta y over delta x. And delta is a Greek symbol in math that it means the change of. So the change of y's and the change of x. You may have seen it this way. Difference of the y's over difference of the x's. So these are the points of the y's. And these are the points of the x's. So from here we have a rise of 4 and a run of 12. And here you have 4 over 12. That simplifies to 1/3. And you can see that if you, where this line intersects, these lattice points right here, rise 1, run 3, rise 1, run 3. And that would continue at that rate of change forever because it has a constant rate of change. So the growth triangle here from the 2 points that were given are 4 over 12, but it simplifies to 1/3. Problem 219, we need to determine which equation has no solution. The first equation, we need to follow order of operations, and we need to do inside the parentheses, but we can't simplify. These are not like terms. So then we have to distribute this 4 to both terms, multiplication. So now we're going to do 4 multiplied by x, which is 4x. And then to the second term, 4 multiplied by 1 is 4. Now we're going to go ahead and get the variable to the side that has a greater value, which there's more x's on the left than the right. So inverse property of addition is subtraction. So we're going to subtract 2x. 0 pair, 4x minus 2x equals 2x. Still don't have the variable by itself, so we need to get rid of this positive 4. Inverse property of addition is subtraction, so we're going to subtract 4 from both sides. 0 pair, and 4 minus 4 equals 0. So now we have multiplication here. 2 multiplied by x. The inverse property of multiplication is division. So we divide by 2. This created the giant 1. 1 multiplied by x is x. And then on the right side, 0 divided by 2, which would equal 0. So x equals 0. There's one solution. So the only solution that would make this equation true is 0. Problem 219b. The first thing we're going to do is combine like terms and simplify the left side of the equation. So we have 9 and 2. 9 plus 2 is 11. Now we want to move the variable to the side that has a greater value. Well, the left side is negative 5x, and the right side is negative 5x. So it doesn't matter which side of the you bring it to. So inverse property of subtraction is addition, and we're going to add 5x. Well, this created a 0 pair, and this created a 0 pair, and you're left with 11 equals 4. Well, that's not a true statement. So since this is not a true statement, there is no solution because 11 does not equal 4. So what no solution means is there's no number that we can put in for the value of x that will make this equation true. Problem 220, evaluate the expressions for the given values. So we have 1 minus 2x plus 3y for when x equals negative 2 and y equals negative 5. So we're going to substitute the values negative 2 and negative 5 for x and y. So x equals negative 2. Always put your variables, what you're substituting in parentheses. So, and y equals negative 5. So now we have to follow order of operations. We need to do GEMDAS. So nothing inside the grouping symbols to simplify, so and no exponents. Now multiplication. Negative 2 multiplied by negative 2 is positive 4. 3 multiplied by negative 5, negative 15. Now we do addition and subtraction from left to right. 1 plus 4 is 5, plus a negative 15. So 5 minus 15 equals negative 10. 220b, x equals negative 1. So we're going to substitute x with the value of negative 1. And I put it in parentheses. And now we have to follow order of operations, GEMDAS, so we have grouping symbols. So we have to simplify what's inside the grouping symbols, the parentheses, first before we do exponents. So negative 1 and negative 2, signs are the same. So you're going to add them. You know it's going to be a negative, which equals negative 3. Now we do exponents. This one has a parenthesis shield. So this means that it's going to be negative 3 multiplied by negative 3, which equals a positive 9. And now we have 5 minus 9. This is a negative 9, so we have more negatives than positives, so you know it's going to be a negative. Signs are opposite, so you'll subtract. 9 minus 5 is 4. So we have negative 4. Problem 220c, we're going to substitute k for negative 1. So k equals negative 1. Nothing to simplify in the numerator, so we're going to simplify the denominator. Negative 1 plus 1 is 0. And so this expression is undefined because you cannot divide by 0. You can't have negative 5 of 0 or negative 5 of nothing. 221, we need to calculate the output for the function with the given input. So the input is 1, x equals 1. We're going to input it into the function. So wherever there's an x, we're going to substitute that with 1. So x is 1, x is 1. And now we're going to simplify the denominator because there's nothing to simplify in the numerator. And we have 1 minus 1, which equals 0. And just like the previous problem, this function has no solution because you cannot divide by 0. You can't have 1 of nothing.